Hi, what's up everyone? In this video, I want to talk about why so many people do ED, which is early decisions, wrong. And early decision is really important part of the Korea job, and in which you apply to only one school and it's binding, which means if you get into, you have to go there. So it's binding. It's binding. That's the cons of it, right? But it raises the possibility of you getting in, which is a huge gift in terms of Korea jobs. So I'm highly supportive in using it. So in this video, I want to talk about why many people do it wrong, right? So some people say that we shouldn't do ED because it's binding and it's not worth it. I don't think so. It's definitely worth it, especially for those people who are not confident with their stats. It allows you to choose only one school, right? So, you don't have if you don't get in there, you have to compete other people who get into like Harvard and those people with regular decisions. But if you apply with ED, only certain people gonna apply to your school, which is gonna be a chance. It shows commitment and you raise up the chances if you don't feel confident in it. So I'll give you an example. Some people just apply to like Stanford, MIT with ED and like that's fine, but you need to have a shot. Okay, you don't want to waste ED because it can raise the percentage you might get in. So I'm not gonna like deny whether you wanna apply to Stanford, MIT or not, but I have seen so many people applying there and failed getting to much lower getting to the score that they didn't really want to because they wasted the ED and they has to compete so many smart people with regular decisions. And I don't think that's good case. Like I personally think you really don't want to waste EDs, right? So I have a few recommendations. The first recommendation with ED is to apply school with shots. So what I mean by this is that check your dream schools, SAT score, like extracurriculars and essays and stuff like that, okay? Especially academic is really important. For example, many top universities require like 1500 plus, right? Like MIT, they require 50-50. Does your SAT score fit it? Does it? And one sentence, test optional is not ideal. Because the school gonna think you failed SAT, right? And that's kind of true. I applied to WashU. I got in, but I eventually went test optional because I was 50 points lower than the target score of WashU. And so you have to be really smart. Think about it. Think about those schools you want to apply and do you think you have 20-30% shots of getting in? If you don't feel confident in, don't waste it, okay? You can choose so many good schools from top 20. It doesn't have to be like, Harvard, those like top university. There are so many top schools in the US. Take a look at the national ranking if you're ranking focused. Or take a look at some the school that's a good with your measures, okay? Just don't apply blindly to like other, school. So many good universities that are not too well known, but still like really top tier in US. And another thing with ED is that you want to stand out. So this is kind of in general, but for example, I am a Japanese citizen. So I try to choose top 20 school. Top 20 school was my goal, okay? And I try to choose a school that had least Japanese applicants to stand out, okay? And I wrote about my cultures and stuff like that in essay. And extracurricular, I had pretty unique stuff. I talk about this in other videos, so feel free to watch it. But what I mean by this is that, okay, now you choose a school that you think you have like 20-30% shots. And if you are not confident with the test scores, okay, there are many test optional schools, but there's a trap. There are some test optional schools that, okay, let's say 50% applied with test scores. If the university only accept 12% out of 50, that's not really test optional because they favor they favor those students who submit SAT, right? So that's not truly test optional. You want to check the ratio of those students who got in with and without tests, SATs, and you really want to get you really want to also check GPAs and other stuff as well. And yeah, so that's the thing. So I hope this video provided my insights to ED, and this is one of the opinions, right? And this is very controversial. So just, don't take it free. Like, try to listen to other people as well. But this is what I believe and what I see in many other people. So I hope my what I think helped you in some ways. And okay, if you find it helpful, subscribe it and feel free to watch other videos. Have a nice day.